and welcome to Sunday Night Live with Judy K. How are you? I hope you're doing well, and thank you for joining us tonight. I have to remember we're working with new equipment here, and I'm going to hit one button here, which should give me everything that I need. It's the new stuff. Remember, it's probably been about 3 weeks ago. We went to a new improved version. Well, not we, Andrew. He does the tech work here, and he set me up. So this should be fine. So anyway, I do want to say hi. If you can, and write something in the comments. So that way I know everything's working well. Tonight is Sunday, not August, I'm starting too fast. I was scheduling an August thing before I got on here tonight. Today is July 20th, 25, and we will be on until about 8:30, okay? Now, as you do know, we will be doing the let's see, we'll be doing the tarot card pull. And with the tarot card pull, remember, you're only allowed to ask once. Hi, Jody Lynn. All right. So you're allowed to ask once and to be included, because you're not going to be, included automatically. Hi, Cynthia. Remember, if you ask more than one time, your name gets scratched off the list until the next live. All right. So remember, if you have won in the past 3 weeks, you can just try again. But I wasn't on last Sunday, so that counts as a week. So if you won 2 weeks ago, you're welcome to. Well, yeah, sorry about last week. As you saw on Facebook, that we were celebrating John's birthday, and we went to resorts. And if you saw a picture on my Facebook, and before I tell you the story, just let me say one thing to Andrew. Andrew, on the chat, it's not showing. I've only seen maybe three messages, 3 comments on here, and I don't have a count. So I'm going to let him do the stuff in the background. If it doesn't happen today, it doesn't happen today. But anyway, so last weekend it was John's birthday. Well, it was the 7th, but we went, and we have Gracie, as you all know. And Gracie is a sweet and precious looking dog, if you've seen her picture, but she can be very high energy. And so what happened was, it was so nice. Jen Sanchez, she came to resorts, and she brought her daughter Aurora, and they babysat her in our room, and so we could go out to dinner. So we did that, and everything was fine. It was wonderful, and they had a great time playing with her, and they got to enjoy her. But this dog, she's a sweetie, but she is a piece of work. I would put her up on camera now, but basically, she wore herself out that she's passed out here on the floor. Hey, Deb. Oh, I'm starting to see some comments now. All right. So what happens here is, let me go. We got through the tarot card pull, and I do want to give Jen and Aurora a great big thank you. And as I said, if you go on my Facebook page, I posted it about 20 minutes ago. There is a picture of Aurora holding Gracie. All right. So for our upcoming expos, remember, I'll be at the Woodbridge Psychic Fair in Woodbridge, New Jersey. That's Saturday, September 20th. From 11 to 5. I'll also be in West Virginia, in Berkeley Springs, West Virginia. The Festival of Light, I won't be there till November 8th and 9th. All right. And then you get all the way down, and let's see, we have Edison and March coming around. So I'm doing shows. I'm not doing as much as John and I used to do over the years. Hi, Beth. So it breaks our heart. We miss some people, but we just can't. The pace is too much. So if you want to see me in person, you can always schedule a reading in my Cherry Hill office. My Cherry Hill office is gorgeous. You think there's some Egyptian stuff here in the background, you should see the office in Cherry Hill. You can always call me or text me or private message me or email me. Go to my website, and you can request to get scheduled for a reading or a healing in there also. All right. So we have all that. And it is nice. Now, I do the remotes with FaceTime and Zoom, which I really do enjoy. And the accuracy is there. It definitely is. but it's always nice to see people in person. And it's whatever works for your schedule and how far. I have some people, they'll be 20 minutes from my office, they'll want a remote. And I have people that are 3 hours from my office and they'll drive that or fly. They fly and you have that, and that's how everyone gets in. Lawrence, check. I probably am totally destroying the pronunciation of your last name. But guess what? One of your questions is being answered tonight. And it's very important. And spirit always, well, it sometimes it's not, I can't say always because there's so much things going on in life. Some things will come up and they come up at certain times. And Lauren, your question did just that. It came up at a certain time where the importance of it really is another reason why I picked that for tonight's subject. So remember, if you do have, and it has to be a generalized question, it can't be a personal question that you'd like me to speak on one of my Sunday night lives. You're welcome to. I might not speak on it that week, and I might, depending on what's going on and what's on the list. But I put them on a list so then I can look back, because there have been a few Sundays I'm thinking, what am I going to speak on? And then in 2 minutes, it just comes to me. So let's do the prayer list. And the prayer list has something to do with the question tonight. All right. So, of course, we're still praying for the people that, and there's actually even been more flooding and everything. So, the people that have been going through, I mean, we have our problems wherever we live, but there's some areas that's been hit, 10 times harder. Then we have Carmen Tumain, who's still going through a bunch of different treatments and all for health issues. We have Carol Mendocino Booth, the same thing. And Jeff, who has, it's a skin cancer type thing. Please pray for him. Kay Rapp, she's still going through treatments for different health issues. Tim Merrick, he has different health issues too. So please keep him on your prayer list. Sandra Costner, she's been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. Keep her on your prayer list. Diane LaPresti, again, health issues. Tonight's addition to the prayer list. All this is sad. It doesn't matter. It's not if you are 90 years old and have a health issue. You still need people's prayers. I mean, is 90 too much? No. Not that anybody said it would, but as much time as we have. Oh, hold on for a second. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's see. No, that didn't take me anywhere. Oh, wait, that's not working. All right, thank you, Andrew. But anyway, I'm sure it's nothing you gave me for directions. It's I can talk to your deceased loved ones. I can talk to your spirit guides, but I can't do the computer. All right. So anyway, it doesn't matter how old you are when a health issue hits. Gracie's babysitter's asking for her. Oh my God, Jen, I read it real fast and I thought, help. Yeah, Gracie needs your prayers. I was joking with Andrew. We belong to the same parish, and I was saying, do you think I should take her to Father and have an and get her and get her clear of evil spirits? I'm glad you're on till. Thank you, everybody. I haven't said hi to everybody. The comments are now starting to really roll in a little bit better than they were, which is a lot better. I really like that. And but I can't get everybody because I'm talking. But let's get back to the prayer list. And as I said, with different health issues, oh well, that child's only like 10, or oh, she's 20, and no matter what, it's horrible. It really is. Nobody. So we understand that. Yeah, it doesn't. That's right. Alicia just said cancer knows it doesn't discriminate, and it doesn't. But I was reading a client book that I've read before. Okay. And nice lady, very nice lady, very nice. She was born with gifts. I mean, she's a nice lady, and a little kooky. Like when you're born with gifts, sometimes you're a little kooky, just like me. All right. And her and I have a lot in common. Well, she called, and when I started her reading, she was very, very happy. She was very sweet, very up. And then we got to the root of the problem. Her 14-year-old son passed. Yeah, her 14-year-old son passed. And it was self-inflicted. Okay? 14. And how horrible. even if you're not a mother and you know, I mean, if you had a pet, it's the same thing. I know, don't get mad at me for saying that, but when you have that true pet love, it you would climb a mountain for that pet, just like you would for your own child. But the whole thing is, he's gone. Now, has he been back to talk to her? Of course. He was, okay, and he did a very good job, and he really spoke very mature for his age. All right. So what I would like you to do because of that, I want you to put, if you don't mind, just call them the Franklin family. Keep the Franklin family in your prayers, okay, for loss of a child. And it doesn't matter if the mother's 90 and the child's 50. It's still the same thing, just like Alicia said. It is. It doesn't discriminate. So, and I knew, and I asked her, I said, can I put you on the prayer list? Because she's not a regular in the lives at all. I said, can I put you on the prayer list? She said, absolutely. Now, I'd already picked this because I talked to the mother only just a few days ago. But what was the subject matter for the live that I canceled due to John's birthday? I didn't want to be in a rush. All right. So what it was is I was picking out Lauren Seck's question. And her question was, this is 2 weeks ago. Why is there a difference from one person praying for someone or someone than when there's a bunch of people on a prayer chain? Is there a difference between a prayer chain and singular prayer? Well, some prayer chains, as you know, they'll just say, like we put it on the prayer list here, but I don't do a prayer time on the live because I try to get through it because a lot of people can only watch for so long. Sometimes they got kids to go to bed, they got to work tomorrow. So I do the lives for a half hour. I mean, if I do 40 minutes, I think that's a really long live. But for this, we don't do it. What I'm asking you all to do is, if you feel it in your heart, to pray for that family. All right. So this is, in a way, this is a prayer chain. All right. It is, because we're passing it along. Okay. So we also have it when people gather together. All right. And a lot of times they do this at certain churches. Sometimes they do it groups of friends, and they pray for everyone on. Like, say we all got together and we prayed over the list I have of names. Is there a difference between prayer chain and praying together at one time? There really is. It all gets to the same. It's all going to the same level of what we want. I mean, one person praying. Don't look at it as, you know what? And I've gotten this out a couple of times, and I know this is crazy. Um, I actually have an old-fashioned ruler. This ruler actually went to grade school with me. So say you have one person praying. Let me see. It's going to be over on this side. So we have prayer. All right, let's go to here. So we have prayer, and this much prayer, one person praying, say. Okay, and that's a lot, and that can get answered 100%. Now you have a prayer chain. We've jumped from here to here. Now, that's because of the amount of people praying. So would that make a difference? Absolutely. Now, if you all get together and you pray in a group, like ladies, I think there's a group of ladies at our parish, and they get together and they pray as a group. Now, that is almost like a shouting. Okay, so that would put it on a higher scale. Do they all work? They all do work. But a lot of times we want things to work faster, right? I mean, anything, we want it faster. We want it now. So if you're in a prayer chain, that's going to make it faster. It's almost like the car going down the street, pedal to the metal. Okay, for a prayer chain. And if it's one person praying here and another one praying there, and it's at different times, and it's not as okay, all right, Spirit's telling me now. It's also how strong you pray. I mean, going through the day and saying, oh yeah, I want to remember to pray for that person, and it is a prayer. Just saying that, it does work, but it works this much. But if you say it, you stop what you're doing and you take that time and really pray for something, that takes it off the charts. So that's a difference. Now, on my notes, I added, some people say, well, I just like to send people good energy. Well, that works. Absolutely. Sending them good energy. Some people, they don't feel like they need to pray, so they want to send good energy. Please do that. It's the same thing. So whenever I ask you to pray for someone, just send them good energy if that's what you want. All right. Um, it's that is going to also work. I'm not going to say it doesn't work, but what we're asking here with Lauren's question is the difference between uh, prayer chain, praying together as a group, and now sending energy. It's a percentage. All right. It's a percentage. And that's what you want. Like if I'm going to start readings for the day, I get in my meditative state, but I get in my meditative state probably about maybe anywhere from half hour to 20 minutes before I start. But that's like how you would have a pot on the back stove, back of your stove, just staying warm. But then when a client gets in front of me, the client I'm supposed to read, then that's when I metaphysically put the pedal to the metal. All right. And the percentage is stronger. So are they all right? They're all right. But let's try putting the pedal to the metal, whether you're sending good energy or whether you're praying. And let's get some of these people healed and let's get things for us. Now, let's take out who's on the prayer list and think about yourself. It's okay to think about yourself. Absolutely. As we were talking about a 90-year-old and a 10-year-old, or a 90-year-old and a 5, it's the same thing, or a 20-year-old. We're allowed to ask things for ourselves. I did not ask you all to have Gracie behave a little bit more. She's good. Don't get me wrong. She's good. But the whole thing, it's okay. It's okay to ask. You can ask spirit. You can ask whoever you follow. So if you follow, say, God, or if you follow, or you pray more to Mary, you pray to saints, you pray through any religion, ask for help. We didn't even come here with a manual, did we? No, we had to learn as we went. So realize we have things that we're capable of, but sometimes we have to learn how to use it. So please use it. Use it for yourself. Use it for the people on our prayer list. But right now, this week, please. And she's doing good. For a mother, it's amazing. There's other children in the family, they're amazing people, but still pray for her. Okay? All right. So let's go on. We're going to do the tarot pull, which came kind of fast here from that subject. Is it a sad subject? Yeah. Remember, I joke around with you a lot because, John and I joke a lot. And when I'm working with Andrew and all, we joke a lot. Laughter is the best medicine for everything. We have to joke. Today's was sad as a message. But remember, I started doing these lives to teach you, to teach all of you. That's what Spirit kept pestering me. I'm supposed to teach. I'm supposed to teach. And the best way for me to cover this stuff is to get on here live and go through. Alicia says she's a 4-time survivor. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it certainly does. It certainly does. All right. So sometimes it's not the happiest subject, but it's a very important subject. All right. Oh, speaking, I forgot to tell you. All right. I have been dragging my feet here, but I believe now I have a new YouTube video section coming out. This is all new. How often they're going to come out? I think once every week or 2 weeks. I'm not sure yet. This will be a whole YouTube video one, and this is going to be longer than the energy videos, and it's going to include tarot readings. So, yes, and you will get a notification. Now, if you're on my email list or if you are on YouTube and you have liked my channel, remember my YouTube channel is Judy K Psychic Medium Official. All right. So if you get on that channel and subscribe to it, you'll get notification when the new videos come out. I'm hoping I'll have it out by Thursday. I might have it out before that, but that's what I'm hoping. All right. So let's do the tarot card pull. So let me check my phone. Give me a minute here. Do, 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 do. Mary Enos, Beth Rosano. Wait a minute. And hey, oh my God, Lauren, check, you're on the list. And it was your question. That doesn't happen, ladies and gentlemen. Here, that was a weird fluke. Spirit did it. Just because you get that, you don't get this. All right. So remember, you can always ask. Always come in early to make sure your name's on it. And let's see. Now this week, what I did is I have my tarot card, my Egyptian tarot cards that I use. But you know what I have today out here on the table? It's an old deck of the Rand McNally. Oh, Rand McNally was a map. Oh my goodness gracious! Rider Waite. All right. Now, what I'm going to ask now, I'm going to take whoever says it first. Put it in the comments. Should I use my Egyptian or my Rider Waite's? And you can just put RW for Rider Waite's. All right. Let's see if anybody has a comment on which deck they want me to use. I'm going to start, and we'll see if this is the right deck I should. Every week I do this, I do it with the Egyptian. I'm figuring the Egyptian's going to win. I'm not seeing anything. Okay. So I'm going to do it with the Egyptian tarot. And okay, Mary Enos. Mary Enos, Beth Rosano, and Lauren Check. I need to know if you want romance, if you want finances, you want career, health, or general. Give me one word to tell me what you want. Remember, romance, finances, career, or general. Oh, okay. Deb wants the Rider Waite. Okay. All right. I'm going to think we means Rider Waite. Okay, so we'll use the Rider Waite. I guess, Jen, is that okay? Okay, Jen, I think I have WE. Okay, so let me see. I need Mary Enos, Beth Rosano, or Lauren Check. Lauren Check wants general. Okay. Can Beth? Are you still here? Remember, if you're not here, you lose your turn. So get back to me, Mary Enos and Beth. Let's see. Beth wants general. Okay, Mary Enos. Let's see. Let me see what you want. Put in the comments. Do you want health, career, finances, general, moving, anything like that? Oh, K-Rap wants the Egyptian. But so far, Rider Waite's winning, okay? All right. I'm going to get busy with the cards. If somebody sees Mary Enos, put something in the comments. Let me know. And right tonight, the Rider Waite's winning. Not that I wrote. I'll still go back to the Egyptian ones. It's just tonight I had both of them on the. Yeah, I got Rider Waite and General. I got you, Beth. You were good. Now I need Mary Enos to reply. All right, let me do this. And there we go. All right. Okay, Beth, these are your cards. Oh, Beth, stop thinking too much. Oh, okay. Mary, thank you. I got your finances. All righty. What we have here, Beth, is stop thinking so much. That's what it is. Because what happens is, don't feel that you are, remember, I'm only working with 3 cards here. I'm not doing a full layout for you. Remember that you don't want to feel that you're getting caught up with things. The Spirit's saying, loosen yourself up. Don't let like this thing bother you or that thing bother you. They're not telling me if this is something past or, sometimes past would be like stuff bothering you and just keeps coming to your mind. It can be different things. But what they're telling you here is, okay, so this is a message, something happened, you got a message, and it says that you're upset about it. So this might not have happened yet, but Spirit's never wrong. I mean, never wrong. But the whole thing is what they said, just be lighter. I know every time you're on here, you're happy and everything's going great. I know, but just be careful. Maybe, Oh, maybe my message today about the prayer list and praying for other people, that could also be this, the way the cards are shown. Don't let it weigh you down. Stay light with it. Okay, so that could be it too, because in the middle there was a message, and that could have been it. So pray for people, but don't don't carry their burdens. All right. But because I know you're always a very light person. So what they said is, and Spirit's right, take it and don't let yourself get upset. Don't let yourself, as I said, take anybody's burdens. All right. And if during this next coming week coming up, if you start feeling like, oh, remember that, or remember that, let it go. That's what Spirit's saying. All righty. All right, let's see. Lauren, these are your cards next. You know what I didn't do? I didn't show you, because a lot of people know the Rider Waite. Because Deb's on here and she took my class, and Jen Sanchez did. So just so you know, Beth, here is the first card. Okay, now this isn't as bad as it looks. It just means what in fact, remember how I've been writing a book? Well, I haven't even told Andrew yet. I am revising a new class, as I said, with the tarot, but I'm turning it into a book also. So you can buy the book. All right. So this is not as bad as it looks. But then your second card was this, which is, you have the Page of Wands, which is a message. And then after this is something hanging on your heart. So that's why I said, let it go. All right. So you can sing that song to yourself. What was that from Frozen? Let it go. All right. Let me do Lauren's sex, and then we'll go on to Mary's, and then we'll do the healing session. Hold on. All right. I'll explain this to you in a minute, what's going on in a minute. Oh, okay. All right. All right, Lauren, you've gotten 4 cards. And why was it? It was if this was Bob Barker spinning the wheel on Wheel of Fortune, he would have been, no, no, just keep spinning it, spinning it. Sometimes, and if you've sat down with me, and it doesn't happen often, and as you can see, I do talk back to Spirit. They never get mad at me. I must have been really good in previous lives. They let me get away with an ad. The thing is, they were saying, pick this way, no, go that way, no, go this way. So, and then I didn't know how many cards. So this is a right. I waited until I finally got the right cards. So that was, and someday I want to video myself, and I video myself. I don't watch myself, but video and see my facial expressions. That if I was Spirit, I'd probably give me a little clock in the back of the head. All right. Okay, so here we go, Lauren. Okay, Lauren, there is everything's fine, but you got some trouble. Now, this is going to have to do with the man. Now, the man actually has a good heart. Okay, he thinks with his heart, but he thinks with his brain. So, what it said is, they said, but don't go by their opinion. So, what you have here is, you have a very good relationship. Everything's fine. Life is wonderful. But then you have some things are ticking you off. All right. So then the next card, we have this man. So this man here, and then you have, this is the 7 of Wands. So the 7 of Wands, this is stand your own ground. Now, am I saying this is a big argument? No, I'm not, because you could have had a lot worse cards than that surrounding it. What it is, go with what you think yourself. You can listen to people's ideas. You can listen to people's explanations of this, that, and the other thing, or directions, this, that, and the other thing. But what these cards are saying is, hold your ground. Remember how you had the first card you had was the 2 of Cups, which means everything's fine. Everything's fine. So you just go listen to yourself, is what the cards are saying. All right. Don't worry about the guy that they were talking about. That could be anyone. It could be somebody in business. The whole thing is, you listen to yourself and what you know. Okay, and stick with that. Next, we're going to do is Mary Enos, and Mary wanted finances. I'm just going to straighten these up. Take it, Lauren. Spirit had these cards going every which way. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. If when I got done and I took my hand back, Spirit did say I was supposed to pull one more card, which I did. So you always have to listen to Spirit. All right. So what this is saying is that with finances, things will be things are all right. All right, but not like as much as you want to. But they're saying that that actually finances will get better. Finances are going to break through. I mean, you had the Queen of Swords, you had the Ten of Swords, which means there's some issues. But what you have here is 21, the World card, and you also have the Ten of Cups, which means things will change and things will change for the better. The cards, though, did not give a length of time. They didn't do that because sometimes can cards do that? It can, but it takes a whole another way of going with the cards. But they didn't give you that it would be right away. But you things will brighten up and go better financially. Okay, all right. So let's get ready for the healing. Now remember, the healing you can sit and just watch. You don't have to take part. If you just want to watch, just don't put your hands down where your palms are down. Okay, light switch off. If you want to accept the healing, put your palms up. All right. What I'm going to do now is just do some relaxed breathing. Oh, it is the end of the day, isn't it? Okay. Oh, Spirit just came in. I believe it was for Mary. I think it was for Mary. I'm going to take everybody that I pull cards for tonight. Um, I can't give you information. Okay, all right, all right. Everything will be all right. I think it's about the finances. I think they went on that again. Okay, all right. Here we go. Let me go into healing gear here, and just relax your breathing. Okay, and here we go. And inhale, and exhale from the mouth. Somebody has bumps on their skin, like little bumps. It's not, I see it like it's sporadic here and there. Don't worry about that. Spirit says it's running a course. It's running a course, and then it'll start getting better. But run a course, but you do have to pay attention to it. Okay, by paying attention to it, they're not giving me specifications on that, but don't take it for granted. At this point, I'd say, okay, all right, I got you. Go to a doctor. Go to a doctor. Don't worry about it, but go to a doctor. These are little bumps, and they're sporadic around. Okay, and I'm sending to everyone else. There we go, and relax. And again, exhale, and open your eyes. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Andrew. I didn't thank you in the beginning. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for all that you're doing. And I mean, he's really put this together. It's looking great. It really is with everything. And thank you, John. He's down the hallway doing what John does best. And thank you, Gracie, for being a quiet little girl during the live. And I want to thank Jen Sanchez and Aurora for babysitting us. So we could sit there and enjoy his birthday dinner. All right. Thank you all. I will be here next Sunday. And remember, Judy K, Psychic Medium Official on YouTube, and wait to see the new videos. It should be good. All right. All right. You take care. Have a blessed week. Okay. Bye for now.